What's a going, everybody? Welcome back. Let's make some fried dumpling and steamed veg. I'm going to start by making the dough for the dumplings. So here I have 1.5 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. To this, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of cornmeal for some roughage. I'm going to add baking powder, salt, and sugar. I'm going to gradually add water and knead until this forms a nice soft dough. Try not to overwork the dough, just gently bring it together. Once I'm done kneading, I'm going to cover and allow the dough to rest for about half an hour. For the steamed veg, I'm using about half a red cabbage and 1 bunch of kale. Make sure you wash them properly before you start. I removed some of the stems of the kale and it's completely optional. I will be saving the stems to make juice, so it's not going to waste. I'm also adding a small carrot. I have my onion, a piece of scotch bonnet pepper, some grape tomatoes, garlic, and a piece of bell pepper. Once you're done, set that to the side. Let's fry these dumplings. So to get started, I'm going to dust my hands with some flour just to make it easier to form the dumplings. Now, if you're new to this, you want to break a small piece of the dough, roll it in both palms of your hand or on a flat surface until it forms a ball. That's it. Quite simple. All right. This recipe makes 8 decent sized dumplings, and of course it depends on how small or big you break the dough. So here I'm adding a generous amount of oil. Now when it comes down to frying dumplings, you want to do it slow and right. We are not in any rush. You want to fry them over a medium to medium low heat, giving the inside enough time to cook properly. If you fry these over a high heat, what will happen is that the outside will brown too quick and the inside will be raw, and you don't want that. So after about 3 minutes, you can start flipping them on the other side. So once the dumplings are somewhat cooked, you can start flipping them now on all sides to ensure that they are nice and golden brown. So I do this sometimes, and that is to cover the dumplings as they fry, and this will ensure that your dumplings are nice and soft and still crunchy on the outside. If you choose to cover the dumplings, don't keep the lid on for too long, because if you know anything about hot oil and in this case the water from the steam, you know they are not friends. So you just want to cover the dumplings a few minutes at a time, but it's completely optional. So at this point, the dumplings are nice and golden brown and they are ready. So I'm going to remove them from the oil and place them on a paper towel. Let's move on to the steamed veg. So here I'm adding the onion, scotch bonnet pepper, garlic, the carrot, the tomato, and the bell pepper. You want to allow this to saute for about a minute or two. I also added some all-purpose seasoning just to enhance the flavor a bit. Here I'm adding the kale and cabbage. I'm also going to add some more all-purpose seasoning, salt, and dried thyme. And when it comes on to steamed veggies, sauteed veggies, stir-fried veggies, whatever the case may be, make sure to cook it until it gets to your desired texture. I'm going to give this a good stir and then put the lid on for a few minutes until this gets to my desired texture. Make sure to season this to your liking. Here I'm adding a bit more salt. Now what I'm going to do now is to cover the pot and allow this to steam down some more for a few minutes. Fried dumpling and steamed veg up and running. The combination of the kale and the cabbage is delectable. As you can tell, the dumpling is cooked on the inside properly. Soft, crunchy, with a bit of sweetness from the sugar. This was delicious. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you try and enjoy this recipe. Let me know if you do. And until next time, bless upon yourself.